Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner and welcome to your latest Chelsea transfer news. I mean, look, this isn't even a transfer news. This is just welcome to Alejandro Garnacho and his shenanigans. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you can start expecting today. Today, I really want to have a candid conversation with you guys in the comment section. This is what Alejandro Garnacho is all about. You know, social media king. As Ashraf, one of my special viewers, my friend of this channel, he says he's the final boss. Alejandro Garnacho is the final boss of social media. All this nonsense. This guy, this is, he's a young player. He's gonna obviously roam around and scout around on social media. This is what the young kids do. I mean, hell, this is what adults do. I do that as well. I'm consistently on my phone, just checking news, this, that, the other. Alejandro Garnacho is no different, right? He's no different. So look, a lot of people are looking at this latest incident with Alejandro Garnacho and thinking, yeah, this is good because obviously it's in favor to us, and it's great that he goes on social media and he's liking Fabrizio Romano's post, and that's all fine and dandy, right? It's all fine and dandy until the posts are against you. And then he starts liking them as well. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go through what has happened in the last 12 hours or so. Just approximately about last 12 hours or so. Let's check it out. Let's check out what has gone down, right? PYS has tweeted out, and even Chelsea Dodgers has also tweeted this out. Garnacho likes Fabrizio Romano Instagram post about Chelsea wanting him and Simmons. Right, so this was the Fabrizio Romano post. Fabrizio Romano has his trademark Fabrizio Romano tag on top. He's got Simmons, he's got Garnacho. And look, in the likes section, you have Frankie 3.77, big up to you, whoever you are. Ryan McDonnell, we've got CFC fan page, big up to CFC. And Garnacho, who goes by the name Alex now. It's no more Alejandro. Alex Garnacho has liked this post. And the post was something like this. It goes something like this. Revealed, Chelsea plan moves for both Garnacho and Xavi Simons, separate topics. And Mr. Garnacho has liked it. Look, we don't need any more confirmation. Okay, we don't need any more confirmation. The confirmation's already there. This guy only wants Chelsea Football Club. He's gone around there and liked it. And I know some of you guys must be thinking, Miz, what's the problem? What's the problem here? What's going on? He's only showing his desire to join the great world champions. Of course, what a top talent he is. He's great. He's showing that he's so desperate to join us. Fantastic. Wow. No. Because, as I said, great that this incident is going for us, and I'm not really sure how much it's going for us. Because at the end of the day, I don't really rate Garnacho. I've said recently, I've accepted the fact that he's coming to Chelsea Football Club. I've accepted it, but I want him to mature up. This sort of stuff, there's no need for you to do this. I know other players have done it previously, but other players don't have the history of Alejandro Garnacho. Now, a lot of you guys might be saying, Miz, what history? What history? You're making things up about Alejandro Garnacho, Alex Garnacho. You're making it up. You just hate him. No, let's go through some history. Let's go through some history, right? Because I actually dug something up because I knew there's history. It's just I don't keep a tab of it. I don't like, every time there's an incident with Alejandro Garnacho, I don't get my notes out in my mobile phone and write it down. But I know, ask any Man United fans, they'll tell you all the different incidents that this kid has had. I Googled list of Garnacho controversies. As you guys can see there. That's what I Googled, right? That's what I Googled. List of Garnacho controversies. And this is what straight away comes up on Google. AI overview. Alejandro Garnacho's controversies include liking post critical of Manchester United manager Eric Ten Hag. Oh, wow. Some of you guys must be saying, yeah, great, he did that. Eric Ten Hag was a rubbish manager. Look, once again, a player who's capable of doing that to a manager once is capable of doing that to a manager again. Yes, Maresca's doing great now, but when Maresca is, let's say for argument's sake, I hope it doesn't happen, but if he goes through some bad times or he doesn't favor Garnacho, then I don't want this brother to go and like anything online that goes against Enzo Maresca. It further goes on to say making an offensive gesture during a fan event in Southeast Asia, which I think happened recently, and posting an image of himself in an Aston Villa shirt on social media, which led to disciplinary action, which also happened recently, where Alejandro Garnacho put on Aston Villa jersey with Rashford's name in the back. He also showed his dissatisfaction after being substituted or benched, including a post-match comment calling the season shit and leaving the field instead of going to the dugout. There you go. And that happened right after the Europa League final. Once again, some of you guys must be saying, well, Ruben Amorim was wrong. He shouldn't have done that. He should have played Garnacho. Garnacho didn't deserve to be benched. That's not the point. The point here is this kid can be out of control at times. Look, before I delve deeper into some of these controversies, I just want to have a one-on-one conversation, one-on-one with the great one. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something good going on. Yeah? I'm putting my two hands together. Currently, the squad that we have, the players we've got, the manager, off the back of how it finished last season, from the Fulham game, Tariq George equalizer, Pedro Neto winner, and from there on the way we finished the season, Champions League, winning the Conference League, coming back from a goal down against Real Betis and really romping them at the end, and then winning the Club World Cup, becoming world champions, and then having this fantastic transfer window in terms of players coming in, players going out. Things finally, after the ownership has taken over, after the directors have taken over, things finally, after 3 seasons, it's starting to look good. I don't want one player to come in and ruin all of this for us. I honestly, it would break my heart. As I've said, I've accepted Alejandro Garnacho is going to be a Chelsea player. I've accepted that. Sad, but I've accepted it, because what can I do? I can't come here every day, be upset about it. I'm trying to look for some positives. But this sort of shenanigans online, liking stuff, don't. I don't care if it's even working for us, because obviously this post, he's liked it, great. He's coming to Chelsea, he's liked Fabrizio. I don't want it. I don't want any positive likes. I don't want any negative likes, because if you can do that when you're being positive, I'm pretty sure you're going to do that when you're dissatisfied as well, because you've done that. The history shows you've done that. I don't want anything to ruin our upcoming season. I don't want any player to create fuss if they don't get enough game time, because let me tell you something. Alejandro Garnacho, as much as I've accepted him to come to Chelsea Football Club, I don't think he's going to be a starter. For God's sakes, we're letting go of Tariq George on loan, pretty sure of that. Pretty sure we're going to let go of Tariq George on loan when we could have probably kept him. Honestly speaking, Garnacho is not some sort of a supreme talent. He's an opportunity. At 30 million odd, he might be an opportunity. And that's about it. Garnacho is not supreme in anything, in any of his attributes. So you might as well should have just invested that time on Tariq George. But look, it's fine. I understand. We want to send Tariq George on a loan so that he gets regular football time. No problems. But Garnacho, you best believe, is not going to get regular minutes. He's going to get the odd starts. He's going to get the odd minutes off the bench. And he's going to have to stay happy with that. I just hope this player doesn't create a big fuss. Because next season, I don't want a Lukaku situation. I really don't. We have something great going on. We've got some good players coming in. We've got the players that we didn't want. They're going to be moving out. I don't want anything to ruin next season in the Premier League, in the Champions League. And this player scares me. If he doesn't scare you, then something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you, because I'm going to go through more evidence as to why he needs to scare all of us. Key controversies, social media criticism. In April 2024, Garnacho liked tweets criticizing Eric Ten Hag for comments made about his performance. The club spoke to him and he unliked the post, which was accepted as a sign of condition. Now, some of you guys might be saying, oh, that was Eric Ten Hag. Enzo Maresca has a knack of coming out and talking publicly about players as well. He's done that with Madueke. He's done that with many other players too. We don't mind that. As fans, we wanted our manager to be upfront and be brutal. So if he's doing that for Garnacho, is Garnacho going to go out there in public and liking posts that are against Enzo Maresca? Is he going to do that? Dugout incidents. After being substituted in a match against Ipswich in February 2025, Garnacho left the field rather than going to the dugout and later posted a photo on social media with his nose held, interpreted it as a sign of disagreement with management. So if this guy gets substituted, he's going to get disgruntled. He's not going to go to the dugout. He's going to go straight to the dressing room. We're going to be happy with that. We're going to be okay. Because some of you guys might be thinking, but Miz, he may not do this. He's gonna mature as a kid. Well, what makes you say that? The precedent so far says he's going to be a bit of a nuisance. I hope he's not. I truly hope he's not. I hope he turns out he grows into a better adult, more than his footballing abilities. I hope he grows into a better adult. I don't like him going out there on social media and liking posts. Don't do that. Europa League final outburst. After being benched for the Europa League final against Tottenham in May 2025, he criticized the team's season as shit. This was followed by reports of being informed he was free to leave the club if a suitable offer was received. And we know about the Aston Villa one. We know the fan interaction during a Southeast Asia tour. He was criticized for an offensive gesture of raising his middle finger and for pushing fans away. These incidents, particularly the social media activity and post-match comments, have raised concerns about his behavior and have led to disciplinary action from the club and speculation about his future and Manchester United. We also have another article here that's coming from Goal. Alejandro Garnacho's social media posts are harming his career. Tempestuous Argentine has angered Man United fans with Marcus Rashford alliance and now risks following England forward in wasting his talent. I mean, look, bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, the final boss of social media shenanigans is going to be a Chelsea player. He's going to be a Chelsea player. Whether we like it or not, he will be a Chelsea player. And he's gone out there and he's liked the post for Fabrizio Romano, which completely tells us the intent. No problems. No problems, Garnacho. You're going to be a Chelsea player. I've already accepted it. I know a lot of people have accepted it. In fact, some people think you're the next best thing, right? Cut out your online nonsense. And we haven't even talked about his brother in this entire video. His brother is also another nuisance. Robert Garnacho. Cut out your online shenanigans. I don't need any of these liking nonsense anywhere. And to all the people that are going to comment, but Miz, you're making too much out of this. You're making too much out of this. This is just a like. Just shush. Okay, shush. Already this player is a concern. And I don't care. I don't care whether the post is for us or against. Look, these are the things that I'm worried about this player. These are the things that I'm worried about, and he's already doing it. He's already doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. I just hope nothing ruins our season next season. I really do hope that. I pray and I hope for the first time I'm moving into a new season feeling so upbeat, so happy. I just don't want this player to ruin everything. I hope this player can mature and turn into a good person. Seriously, because as a footballer, look, it is what it is. I don't think he's some sort of a special footballer. If he can improve, fantastic. But as an individual, as a person, please improve. Please improve. That's all I'm saying. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya.